Hey guys, so it's your girl Story Tori. So I'm jumping on here real quick because it's been brought to my attention that you guys miss my stories. So I had a few viewers, family members should I say, that were like, yeah, that's a nice video, but I want to hear a story. So before we get any further into this video, I have took the time to step outside of my house because I can literally not make any videos with my 2-year-old. It's getting to that point. I literally cannot. I can't. So I want you to take your time to stop for a moment. First and foremost, if you are not subscribed to my channel, push the button. Like, what are you waiting on? Like, I'm cool, you're cool, you will fit up in here. Up in here, you will. Second of all, like this video. Like, I know you haven't even seen it yet, but you will like it. I mean, who doesn't like my stories? I mean, I'm sure someone doesn't, but but yeah, you're not one of those people. You will like this story. Third of all, leave me a comment. So my question to you guys are, what is your favorite type of video I've produced to hear what you guys are really feeling? Okay, so let's get to the story time. Enough prolonged time. So this, you guys, is a story time about when I was on my way to work. So I know some of you are like, wait, you tell me you don't work. I don't right now. Many of you know that I'm on a type of a family medical leave right now. But when I was working, which I still have a job, you guys. I'm not unemployed. I'm just temporarily out of work. I have at request for this leave and it is unpaid. But when I am done, then I can return back to my job, or so I've been told. But so when I was on my way to work, I was on a bus and the weirdest thing happened. It was raining like it is today, and this guy, he walked past me and my umbrella was like kind of sitting by my leg and I was on my phone, and he literally picked up my umbrella and he ran. Weird, right? He literally picked up my umbrella and he ran. So I was like, what? But my instinct was to run behind him. So I ran behind him, and once we got to the front of the bus, he stopped. He walked to me. He gave it to me and he said, "I'm sorry." I was like, what the heck? Like, is he smoking something? What's wrong with him? So it was just odd. It was really odd. Like, who steals your umbrella, runs back to you, gives it back to you, apologizes? It was odd. So, okay. I didn't really think a whole heap of nothing about it. Went to work. And I'm I'm a mama bear. So like every minute I'm calling my mom when she was watching my daughter. I'm like, is everything okay? You know, what did she eat today? And so I get to work and I want to call to see how everything's going. Check in my coat pocket where my phone was, and it's no longer there. My first instinct is to re-step my footsteps. I walk back to the bus stop that I got off at. I walk, I look on the sidewalk, the street. I look everywhere. I look in the bathroom at my job. No phone. So then I called my phone. I call my phone and nobody's answering. But then the last time I called it, because I called it like 5 times. The last time I call it, I hear breathing. But then they hang up. I call Metro. Nobody's turned it in. So at this point, I'm just like, but that one time I called, I heard breathing. So I was like, this is weird. Like, is it just somewhere where no one knows where it's at? Or is somebody like playing me? I don't know what's going on here. So I called my mom on someone else's phone, and she is persistent. She's like, I'm going to text them. And I'm like, well, you know, I mean, at this point in time, I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm just like, I'm just get the phone cut off. So she's like, no, because you have pictures on that phone of when you were pregnant, birthing pictures. She's like, that, like, it's mementos on there. It's not just the phone. So she's like, no, I'm going to text or whatever. I'm like, okay. She texts them. Funny thing is, they reply. So they reply to her, "I'm so sorry. I do have your phone. What happened is I found it in a gift box in front of the bus stop. And as I went to pick it up, I was on my way to the airport." That's what they said, the airport. So my mother replied to them, "Okay, so can you leave the phone at the airport and we'll just get it from the security?" And they replied back, "No, I can't do that. I'm in a rush." So when my mom told me, I was like, okay, my phone has not been lost. It was stolen. So I was like, you know what? Tell them it's a reward. See how that plays out. So she replies to them, "It's going to be a reward for the phone." So their reply was, "How much?" So I'm like, oh, for sure. It's no doubt. My phone has been stolen. It's no doubt at this point. So, okay. I text to them, it doesn't matter how much I'm rewarding you. At this point in time, would you prefer to get some money rather than me to go to my phone company, get the phone cut off, and no one basically benefits from it at all? So their reply was, "Excuse me, if you have children under 10, you should probably cover their ears." But their reply was, "B, you ain't getting your phone back. You will never see your phone again. If you want to call your company and have it cut off, you might as well go ahead on and do it, because I'm on my way to Florida and I'm not being held up by you." I remember like it was yesterday. I'm not going to forget what they text me. Because I was so mad. Have you ever been mad where you get a headache? That's how mad I was. I had a headache. So I was like, okay. When they sent me that, I was like, it's no more going back and forth with them. I'm just going to go to the phone company and get it cut off. And that's what I did. But it had me from that point forward for like maybe a month straight. I was looking at every single person on the bus. Like, I feel like the whole umbrella thing, this was a plot for a bigger plot. I feel like they were connected somehow. And I have friends that live in New York, and they told me that in New York, that's the thing right now. Like, people will plot up. Like, it'll be 2 or 3 of them. And one person will distract you while the other person is taking your phone. Moral of the story is, when you are in a public space, like, please be aware of your surroundings. Like, don't be like me. I know sometimes you can walk past a person and they are so into their phone that they're not even looking up. Like, don't be like that, because people, they will like basically scope you out, especially if it's people that like ride the bus with you all the time, or they watch you all the time. Like, they will scope you out, and people are jealous, and they will take what doesn't belong to them, no matter how hard you worked for it. So I just wanted to stop by, give you guys a story time, because it has been so prolonged since I've given you a story time. So definitely leave me a comment. Let me know how you felt about this story time. Tag You Are It. If you have had something similar happen to you, then please make a video about it. Story time video about it. So, okay, ladies, gents, whoever, stay strong.